It was great to be here today with the Dynamo and to talk about the World Cup and to um, unveil our plans to collaborate on legacy and all the great things that we can do together. So, um, the World Cup's going to be a big event for our city. It's going to help grow the game of soccer, and the Houston Dynamo and the Houston Dash are the top of the pyramid and the care holders of the game here in this town. So it's exciting to be working side by side with the professional franchises here.
After that, we'll go into questions.
My question is this. I know before the World Cup, FIFA have some pilot competition they used to test run, like the Confederation Cup, like the World Club Cup, would come up with some of this game. Now, the big cities, you were part of the Houston host committee of the World Cup. Why wasn't NRG Houston choosing as one of the host city for the FIFA World Club Cup?
I don't know. You'd have to ask FIFA that. I don't have the answer, to be honest with you. I do know that it appears to me as they tried to keep the tournament mainly on the East Coast. I mean, I know there's a couple of West Coast cities, but I honestly don't have the answer to that. And I also know that it would have been very complicated to have it here because of some scheduling challenges over at the stadium as well. So.
How is the reported change in leadership at the Sports Authority going to affect preparations?
I expect everything to be status quo. I'm leading the host committee and have been doing that over the course of the last 6 years now almost. So, anticipate things moving forward in the same exact way that we've been doing. And, we've been doing great work and making a lot of progress. And so we're on a good path right now.
I believe in June it was you gave some updates kind of on timelines for things like the stadium renovations and preparations like that. Are there any updates on as far as dates or?
Not really. No updates. I'm not sure. I can't remember what update I gave or what you're referencing, but since June, nothing's really new has changed. So.
How much of an impact does it have working with Tim, who's been as a player in multiple World Cups, to plan for the player experience here at the World Cup in 2 years?
It's to have a player's perspective, especially someone like him who's just got so much. He's so smart. He's got so much wisdom and so much to bring to the table. It's awesome, right? When you're around, when you're building, a sports team like the Dynamo or the Dash, or you're building a sporting event. The player's perspective always needs to be taken into account. When we were running the bid committee, we had Brian Ching and we had Jane Campbell and we had DeMarcus Beasley on our group. And again, it's always great to hear the different, fresh, unique, sometimes non-business perspective of the athletes. So, Tim Howard is amazing in a lot of ways. So, having his participation is special.
Are there any updates on planning for the Fan Fest and how you're working with the Dynamo to do so?
Yeah, we hope to be able to formally announce the location here by the end of the year, locking down some details. We are collaborating and coordinating with the Dynamo to make sure that they can be a part of this, and we've had some meetings with FIFA this week on that subject as well. So we're going to have a great fan fest, and the Dynamo will be a big piece of it, and look forward to being able to put it all together and unveil the plans very soon.
Talking about the collaboration between both the committee and the Houston Dynamo and Dash, what are some of the things that the committee can benefit from the Dynamo and Dash, and how can the Dash and the Dynamo benefit?
Well, the Dynamo and the Dash have a lot of resources here. It's a big squad of people, a big team. They are in the market day in and day out, selling the game, marketing the game, promoting the game, working with a lot of different stakeholders in the community. We're a much smaller operation over at the host committee, so it's great to have the resources of this organization at our side, helping to work with us on a lot of things. And I think from their perspective, the World Cup is, like I said before, the most popular and prestigious sporting event. There's a huge opportunity for them to leverage this opportunity to help build their fan base, to help grow their business, and to achieve some of the objectives they have. So we're happy to work hand in hand with them to help them achieve their goals. Like I said, we want to see the Houston Dynamo and the Houston Dash successful well into the future, and if the World Cup can play a part in that, then that's outstanding.
With the TechStop project downtown here, with the highway and everything, is that going to impact any of the World Cup things that will be happening here in Edo or downtown?
No impact. We've worked with TechStop. We've gotten word that any planned work in this area will be shut down. And so that was something that we had to take into consideration, and luckily we've gotten good cooperation on that.
I'll ask another way. Is Edo still the preferred location for the fan
It's the
fest?
preferred location. Yeah, like I said, we still have some work to do there to lock down some logistics and to get certain approvals and things like that. But I feel like I'm talking about it because I feel like we've got a lot of synergy there, and everybody's working in the same direction to make that happen. So hopefully we can make it 100% official soon.
Besides the metro, will there be any other additional transportation put in to get people from NRG over to this area?
For the Fan Fest?
Fan Fest and for the
Yeah,
matches
so
as well.
there's not necessarily a direct need to get people from NRG to the Fan Fest, but there's a need to get people from other places to the Fan Fest, and that's where we would be putting in additional transportation options on how we get people, let's say from downtown or other hotel, maybe the Galleria, etc., to the Fan Fest area. But there'll be separate kind of plans just getting people to and from the key hotel destinations to the stadiums. But our Fan Fest won't necessarily be in operation on days of the game, so there's not that's why there's not a need to get back and forth.
So we'll wrap it with that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that.
You got it. Thank you, everybody.